Steve, how have you been and how are you going now?
Yeah, I'm going okay now. Initially, after South Africa, I was going through a bit. I was in a pretty dark space and yeah, had some tough days, but they're sort of few and far between now. I still have moments and have my ups and downs, but yeah, I'm going okay and heading in the right direction.
What about cricket lovers on the street? When you bump into people, you're in the shops. Are they positive or negative? What's the feedback you get from these people?
Oh, the majority have been really positive. Yeah, the Australian public's been really kind and yeah, I guess slightly forgiving, but I've still got a lot of work to do to earn back the trust and respect of the Australian public, and I'll continue to do that.
Steve, what was your reaction to reading the Longstaff review and the fact that attributed a portion of the blame to the events in South Africa to Cricket Australia?
I think it's great that the organisation had an independent review. I think any good business around the world does an independent review, and it was nice that they were able to do that, and we've seen some changes already, and I'm sure there's going to be more changes, and it gives the organisation an opportunity to move forward and get better.
Steve, it's obviously the first time in a long time that you haven't been playing Test cricket at this time of the year. How have you found it watching the Aussies go about it without you there?
Yeah, if I'm honest, it's been tough at times, particularly when the boys haven't played their best in a couple of games. It's been hard watching and not knowing that I can't go out and help them. But I was really proud of the way the boys played last week in Perth. I thought they were magnificent. I thought Tim Paine's leadership has been exceptional since taking over as captain. He's obviously faced with difficult circumstances to begin with, and he's done a terrific job, and it was great to see a nice fast and bouncy track in Perth last week. It looked almost like the Wacker of old, and yeah, it was an amazing test match, and I'm sure the boys will take a lot of confidence out of the way they played last week.
Steve, would you like to captain Australia again?
Look, at the moment I'm pretty content sort of where I'm at, and the next 3 months it's about just preparing as well as I can to hopefully be a part of the World Cup and the Ashes. And you know, as I said before, I think Tim Paine's done an exceptional job, and Aaron Finch taking over the one-day side, he's had a tough start to that with the performances of the team, I guess. But you know, if I get back and play under them, I'll do everything I can to help them out and help Australia have success.
Steve, just going back to the afternoon when the incident did happen, can you just speak about what actually did happen in those rooms? Like, we haven't got you on the record speaking about, you know, what happened in the change rooms, what was said, sort of the plan as to how it transpired. Can you just talk us through exactly what happened that afternoon?
Yeah, I think it's been documented pretty heavily, sort of what went on, and for me in the room, you know, I walked past something and had the opportunity to stop it, and I didn't do it, and that was my leadership failure. You know, it was the potential for something to happen, and it went on and happened out in the field, and I had the opportunity to stop it at that point, rather than say I don't want to know anything about it, and that was my failure of leadership, and you know, I've taken responsibility for that.
When you say you had the opportunity to stop it, what did you actually say at that point?
I don't want to know about it, and walked away. So that was my chance where I could have stopped something from happening, and you know, that's something I've learned over the last 9 months, that you know, every decision you make can have a negative outlook. If things go pear-shaped, what's it going to look like? If things go well, how does that look? And now it's about learning and almost slowing your thinking down and ensuring that you know, you make the right decisions more often than not.
So was that one time in the change room the one and only time that you know that it was being discussed?
That's correct, yes.
Steve, have you forgiven yourself for everything?
Say that again, sorry.
Have you forgiven yourself for everything? Have you at peace with where you're at now?
I'm going okay. I've had tough days, as I said. I've had my ups and downs, but you know, I've been really fortunate to have a close group of people around me that have helped me get through those difficult times. There has been some dark days where, you know, I haven't wanted to get out of bed and things like that, but you know, I've had a close group of people around me that have helped me know that it's okay. You know, like I've made a mistake, and it was a big mistake, and from now I'm trying to move on from that and improve as a person, and yeah, just really grateful that I've had a close group of people around me that have helped me get through it.
There's speculation that you and David have fallen out over it, is that correct? Or?
No, David and I are fine.
Yeah, so yeah.
Steve, you reflected on the last 9 months in a Vodafone commercial. Are you trying to send a genuine message with that? Is that why you said yes?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the work that Gus and I have been doing with Gotcha for Life, we're trying to create that mental health awareness around the country. I think the number of suicides in Australia is far too high. 6 men and 2 women a day for 25 million people or thereabouts. I think it's unacceptable, and I'm trying to do what I can to create that awareness around it, and that's what the campaign's about.